Hey, deserving listeners, a lot of you have been asking me to watch Colt on the Single Life, so I'm going to do that. My name is Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor. Let's see if anything of interest comes out of my face.
Well, hello there.
But I would love to be married again one day, and I think it's time to start dating again.
I am a dog trainer and canine handler.
Oh, wow. I'm 35 years old, unemployed. I have 6 cats and live with my mother. I'm also divorced.
Okay, so I thought he worked in tech or something, didn't he? So he says he's unemployed now. That's interesting. And he's on a speed date situation. And because of the pandemic, they're 6 feet away and yelling at each other across a table. So I'm really curious how this plays out because Colt's issues, I think, are salvageable, particularly if he is with the right person. I think his issues are salvageable. Maybe we'll find out over the season.
I don't like being single. I feel like I have idle hands, and I'm usually very self-destructive when I'm single. I drink too much, eat too much. I'm pretty much my worst enemy.
All right, a little bit more detail about his personality. He's saying that when he is single, he is his worst enemy. He drinks too much and he eats too much. So what would that mean? I don't remember that data point from previous seasons, but let's speculate as to what that is. When he is alone, he feels alone and he's sad and will use vices as a way of trying to distract him from the pain of being alone. As I say that out loud, that sounds like a pretty good hypothesis. I don't know. Let's keep watching.
Hello, my name is Colt.
Colt, Ariana.
Nice to meet you. Your name is beautiful.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I am born and raised here in Las Vegas.
What do you do for fun when you're not doing this?
I like to travel.
So some of you know that as an Asian person, I will get asked that question. Where are you from? And it's like, I'm from Seattle. Oh, no, where are you from? Seattle? Oh, no, where are your parents from? Spokane? No, where are your parents born? Well, my dad was born in Spokane and my mom was born in Kansas. Oh, where are they from? It's like, thank you, white person, for making me feel like I am a foreigner. And no one ever hears Colt and goes, oh my God, Colt, where are you from? As if you're surely not from America, right? So, a lot of people do this to me. Well-minded, well-meaning people, nice people will ask me, where are you from? And Ariana is like, I'm from here. You can just kind of see that look on her face, like, ugh, this question. So people out there, it's okay to be curious, but there are ways to ask that don't exoticize or foreignize someone. There's a way of just, saying like one of the things that I do, I will meet an Asian person and I will say, I'm half Japanese. Where are you from? What's your heritage? And as a way of, I'll self-disclose, or something like I'll wait a while before I ask the question. I just don't want that to be the very first question. I want to build a relationship with them. The other thing is you just have to ask yourself, why do you care? What is the difference, right? When you meet a white person, you're just like, I wonder what European country they're from. I mean, some people are like that, but not a lot of people. But suddenly they don't look white, or they have a non-white name or some non-mainstream white name. And instantly you're just like, where are you from? Like, why do you care? Like, what is the motivation behind that? Or is it just curiosity? Are you trying to slot them into some cultural group that because you don't like to be ambiguous about where they are and who they are? So, just relax. It's okay. There's a lot of different ethnicities in the United States, and there always have been. It's not that strange. Just calm down and refrain from asking that question unless you're sure that it's cool. Now, I will say that a lot of people of color, don't mind answering that question, but you don't really know before you ask.
Colt.
Colt, Ariana.
Nice to meet you. Your name is beautiful.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I am born and raised here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, think about how often Ariana has answered that question in that way. You just kind of got that tone. I am born and raised here in Las Vegas. like you just hear the tension in her voice. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading into it. It's quite possible.
What do you do for fun when you're not doing this?
I like to travel.
I love to travel.
Where's the coolest place you've been to?
Probably Brazil.
Ah, you're an ass man.
Now, I will also say that regardless of what you think of Colt, I don't think that's a fair thing to say on a speed dating situation. Maybe she's like Angela and she makes jokes when she's nervous, sexual jokes. Some of you have even emailed in or commented below like, oh, I do that. When I get nervous, I say sex jokes. Maybe that's not a good idea. Yeah, it's usually not a good idea. Imagine if we reversed the genders. Most of us would say that's not appropriate in that situation, and it's really not appropriate with any gender configuration.
I live with my mother. Now I'm still figuring out what I want in a partner. I need to be more patient, take my time, really figure out someone before I spend the rest of my life with them.
Make sure you put their name with their badge number.
Now, again, regardless of what you think of Colt, I will commend him for when he's dating, is he's just upfront. I live with my mom, I'm unemployed, and I have 6 cats. It's just a good way to weed people out. Instead of acting like something that you're not, just, be what you are. There's a lid for every pot, and it's fine. The other thing I'll comment on that I'm sure I commented on with Colt in the past is the show seems to play up this stereotype that if you have a lot of cats, there's something wrong with you. And having dogs is cool, and having cats is, I don't know, gross or weird or depressing or sad or something. And as a person who likes dogs and cats, I'm here to tell you everything's fine. You can have 6 cats. It's fine. And in a lot of ways, having 6 cats is less work than having 1 dog as a person that has both cats and dogs. So having 6 cats, I mean, there's a lot of cat litter that you're dealing with, but cats can be pretty easygoing. And so if you were dating someone, if you're dating someone and they had 2 dogs, you're definitely dating them and their dogs. You know what I mean? You're dating someone and they have 6 cats. It's not necessarily like that. It's very easy to leave cats home alone, usually, not always. But anyway, so I get defensive when the show seems to exhibit this as if Colt is, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? As if he's feminine, as if he's, the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons because he has 6 cats. That bothers me because really anyone, because a lot of cats are rescued, right? Not a lot of people want purebred cats. So a lot of the cats that people have in their homes, they were rescued, saved from being euthanized. And so the more cats, the merrier, in my book, because you're saving those cats from being killed. So I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to the show.
And if you match with each other, you'll receive each other's emails in 24 hours. Thank you so much for coming.
I will say that is a superior way to meeting someone than Tinder, because essentially it's like Tinder, but you get to talk to them first, and that's a much better indication as to whether or not attraction or possible compatibility is there rather than just swiping right. Of course, Tinder's fine too. You swipe right, you meet up with them, and then you find out that you're not compatible. But you do a speed round there. You meet 10 people. Has anyone ever been through that? Comment below, because I don't know many people who have, or anyone, and so I'm curious about what your experiences are.
I would not date Colt at all. No.
Are you hopeful you got some matches?
I'm very hopeful. I feel like I made some connections.
35
I'm at
years
least
old.
trying.
Get the hell out. Get the fuck out of your mom's house. Ya, salte, pa' fuera. Ya no te quiero ahí. I'm pretty sure ya está harta.
So they're interviewing both Ariana and Colt at the same time, and Colt is hearing her talk about Colt. And again, you can think what you want to about Colt, but a 35-year-old man living with his mom because he's unemployed, I don't see any reason why you need to shame someone for that. So if it's not your thing and you don't want to date him, fine, but you don't need to put him down. Again, I'm not necessarily defending Colt. I'm defending people who have the markers of Colt, I guess. It's just like, okay, you're not into him, it's fine. You don't have to make fun of someone just because of how they live.
Mamá de estar ahí contigo. Just get out.
Getting fucking ripped to shreds over there.
I don't think she's a match.
35.
Oh,
Hey, Mom.
hey.
All right, well, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle. Everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.